started working for this guy, Robert Cromings, about 10 years ago. It was the year I started beauty school. It was the year Instagram came out. That's how I got the domain name Sugar Skulls on my Instagram. Like, I've never even gotten my own name, like Carlos Ramos, as an email. So it was just crazy that, like, I typed in Sugar Skulls and it was like, yep, not taken. And I was like, shut up. So that worked. But that was the beginning of it all. Like, we had no idea. There was no certainty. And that's the biggest thing with you guys. There's no certainty, but it's what you put in this industry. And it was crazy that last night I actually watched Nico when we had Nico Abrial do it. And that was like one of the best classes. Like, if you guys get a chance, go back and look at her videos. Find them with Nico Abrial. Like, he does Halle Berry, he does Tyra Banks, he's changed the industry, the guy. And he broke down so many just little life lessons in that 1 hour and a half. That was awesome. Here's another thing I'm going to touch base on real quick. When you guys get out of here, don't start small. Don't start any bullshit spot. Go assist people. I don't care what. You're going to learn so much. Like, even if you're the best right now at hair, even if you're the world's best haircut, but you have to be good with people. You have to learn how to grab a different clientele. Like, doesn't even matter. Like, you're the world's best haircutter, but you suck with people. That's going to be weird. Anybody else, nobody wants to sit with somebody weird. Like, it's just like, you need to find people that you connect with. So if you suck with people, this may not be the thing for you. You know, it's just, this is something where you need a community. Nobody wants to come to you on a day where you're just like, I'm sorry, I'm just having a rough day. Like, but it's just, you can't. Like, they want you to be 100% like excited to cut their hair every time. So yeah, I have a loft in downtown LA that's residential commercial now that I've just kind of kept exclusive, where I book all guys an hour and 30 minutes, and it's just, everybody comes in, everybody gets shampooed, everybody gets whatever drink they want, they get to come hang out, I don't rush anybody, and everybody gets photographed. Everybody gets a corner of every side of their head, and I airdrop them to them off my iPhone. I go, here's your 30 pictures, there you go, and then they take off. And then that's it. But every time, every single person. Nobody understands, like, the consistency of what you do is what carries your name and your reputation. Like, you can't do something once and expect people to think you're known for that. It's every time. Like I said, everyone in this industry, you'll see all these people on Instagram now do one rad haircut. I'm like, do 1,000 of them and for 6 years and pay all your bills with it and then still be stoked. And then we'll see how far that carries. And right now, Instagram created a boom, so now everyone's dropping out. Like, when we were doing this, like, it wasn't cool yet. Like, you've seen what's happened, like, in the last few years. Like, it became cool to cut hair in a sense. Like, when we were doing it, like, we didn't have a place to show off our work. We'd work so hard, and hopefully Ergo would put me on a gig at ISSE, and I'd be round brushing a doll head, which I wasn't even round brushing. I was cutting men's hair, but I was just excited to be like, yo, I'm at this show, and I get to work at the stand. Like, this is sick. So now it's like, become a specialist, do your stuff, put your work out there. So weird. It's so weird to say platform artist. Like,
I think I have you online for that.
Yeah, no, you have every video of me. I'm like, oh, she got that one too.
I'm the paparazzi.
Yeah. No, but it was great. Like, I remember when you started doing these. I remember when you started shooting these and we were all like, well, you're just going to put all these videos up? And now her videos are insane. Like, it's just nuts because, like, it went from, like, really, you're going to film all these classes? Like, up here she'd film. And then she started putting them up. And now it's just, over the last 3 years, I've just seen them, like, just blow up huge. What do you guys want to do? Do any of you guys just want to open up a shop? Do any of you guys just want to work in a salon? Do you guys want to go to Beverly Hills? Editorial styling? Barbering? Yeah, no, and again, I tell you, I'm like, that was the cool thing about Beverly Hills, which when I started there, like, there was two options. It was like, yo, go start at, like, Supercuts, get, like, this real cheap training, then ditch, then jump away. But once you get stuck there, it's so hard to even jump your price $5. But if you go to Beverly Hills, right when you start, your boss goes, you're not allowed to do a haircut here for under $50 because we all charge $75 and up. So it's just somebody else is telling you. You're not justifying that price. Like, when you tell your friends, like, oh yeah, I charge $20. Oh yeah, I charge $25. Now your friends are like, what? Why'd you add $5? Like, you almost. But when you go, my boss in this salon, one of the biggest salons in Beverly Hills, said I can't do it for under this, then everything gets justified right there. So I tell everyone, I'm like, go work for somebody that makes you justify your price at the right thing. And I swear that was something that took me a while to really like appreciate and value, was the fact that somebody else gave me that possibility to be like, no, this is what you start at. You can't do it for anything cheaper because you're the cheapest one out of everyone here. Like, I know we all want to do everything, and I love to tell them there's so many options in this industry. You can become a good barber, you can become a salon owner, you can become a teacher, you can become a platform artist, you can travel and educate. You really do have to be good in this industry. You really do. Like, you're not going to stand out anymore if you're just mediocre. This used to be a job, it's like a backup job. Like, I came to school like almost like, all right, it's my backup. All right, just in case. But then I just focused, even when there's no certainty. Here's the thing. There's no certainty. No one can promise you that you guys will succeed in this. But you have to have this blind faith that you could be one of the best. Like, that's the thing. It's the blind faith that nobody wants to believe in. No one's going to promise you anything in your life. Nothing. No matter what job you have, somebody can tell you, oh, you're going to make this. BS. Always remember, there's no certainty in anything. Anything anybody promises you, work your ass off like you're going to get it. Hope for the best and expect the worst, in a sense, you know? And I didn't know I was going to get here. Like, I mean, in my head, I was like, oh, I just want to become like a licensed hairdresser by 30 and whoo, and I'll be good. I had no idea Instagram was going to take that off. I had no idea. Like, I've been flown out to Indonesia, to Jakarta, where I have an interpreter for like 5 days. Like, as I'm saying, dude, yeah, this thing right here off this, and there's this guy trying to figure out how to say dude in Indonesian. But, like, unreal, like, just completely unreal, where my family looked at, when I came here, like, they looked at this like, all right, Carlos kind of gave up on everything, he's just going to go do hair kind of thing. And now it's like I'm the most successful person that's doing anything with their lives in my family. And it's just kind of like, and they see that, but there was no certainty. Thank you guys. But there is no certainty, and that's the thing that I want you guys to remember. Like, no one's going to promise you anything. You can go to as many classes, whatever, it's your own, like, path that you do. No, but it's true. Like, even I remember when she started, and everybody used to kind of just, like, laugh and be like, all right, Mrs. Ellie, like, have fun with your YouTube videos. Like, we'll see. And then I remember when she first hit like 1 million subscribers, I was like, how did this happen? Like, I was all...
I'll go to the shows and I'll record.
Yeah, no, but you did everything. But that's the thing. It's like most people, like, they try to figure it out. Like, no, shoot everything. Videotape everything. Photograph every haircut you do. Like, again, there's a ton of videos on really good on there. So it's just kind of like, same with me. I have 33,000 pictures in my camera roll in my iPhone. I post one picture a week of like one client when I'm doing like 7 dudes a day. And it's just because I want the right one. I don't want to bore my audience anymore, but I had to practice. I have to know what's good, what's bad. And you have to get your eye used to that too, because you can do the sickest hair, but if you snap that picture weird, that whole haircut's worth garbage. So take a bunch of them. It's like, it's a visual world. Like, just the right picture can just make the biggest difference on that haircut. This guy came and he said, there's 3 things in life you need to become successful at whatever you want to do. Not hair, anything. Tell your best friends, tell your family, tell everyone this anyway. First, be the best at what you do. Whatever you do in life, be the best. And he said out of these 3 things, you only need 2 of them. 2, be likable by people. I never knew that was a quality. I was like, be likable by people, like screw that. 3, here's number 3, pick any of these 2. Show up on time. I'm really good at what I do, and people just like me. But I'm always like 5-10 minutes late. And if I could get that, I'd be bulletproof. Pick any of those 2. If you're not good at something, be likable by people, and just show up on time every time, and you will kill it at anything you do. Just remember, out of those 3 things, you only need 2 of those forever. Till the day you die, those things will work. And again, like, I've seen like the videos. You guys have seen all the bald fades, everything. It's supply and demand. It's economics. It's the study of business. If you give the world too much of everything, they don't want it anymore. That's why there's almost like an anti-fade thing, and every dude's like growing their hair out now. Because there's a barbershop on every other corner that's like charging money. But nobody cares about that, and it's dying out. Like, when we started this, it wasn't cool to do hair. Instagram gave us an avenue, and then everyone always jumps on the bandwagon. But the thing is, like, let's see if everyone can last 5 years, like, especially in the beginning of building your clientele. Because in the beginning, That's the hardest part. I'm like, and don't look at other people's. If you see like some 20-year-old little kid doing like the sickest fades or something like that, be like, give this fool his own apartment and bills to pay, and give him 5 years, and let's see if he can still do this and be stoked on doing it. Nobody gets consistency. Like, anyone can do something fun or cool for a little while, but do it for years and years and still be stoked on it.
So what made you do hair?
I played in bands a bunch, and I just used to always be obsessed with my hair. I used to hate my hair, and that's where I was like saying where when I worked for Robert Cromians, I lived in Las Vegas, and I was an English major, and I just needed a part-time job. And I got a front desk job there, and everybody just started styling my hair and teaching me how product worked and all that. And I was just like, oh, sweet. And then, but I was in bands, and I couldn't commit to a year and a half beauty school. I went, all right, if nothing else works out, I'll go back to hair school. Like I said, it started as the backup plan. And then when I got in here, a lot of circumstances led it to where I went, all right, do this for 1 year. 1 year, don't do this. Check this out. Very few of you will become sick at this. Like, cutting hair isn't the hardest thing in the world. It's just really easy to mess things up in this industry. And that's where consistency plays its role. That's why I don't do color anymore. I don't do girls' cuts anymore, even though I used to take everything. So just pick one thing and give yourself some time. Don't try it for 6 months. Try it for 1 year. What are you going to lose in a year? From 23 to 24? Like, nothing in your life happened at that time that like changed your life. There's nobody I know that's ever sacrificed 1 year and anything's really changed. And I go, let's just see. Let's see. If not, you go back to your old life and you drop hair. But give it your all. Don't like half-ass do it. You don't want to like look later and be like, damn, I didn't really even try. You know, like, what if I would have given it just a tiny bit more? Maybe it could have been cool. My biggest fear in my entire life is turning 40 years old one day and just looking back and going, what if? I never want to look back and say, what if? Like, I'm going to do every little thing that I want to do, and it's just, I don't care if I fail. I'd rather fail but know I tried it than just wonder. Like, I feel like that's going to kill me more than anything.